Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm doing my everyday makeup tutorial. This is basically what I look like every single day. There are days I don't wear makeup, but that's like once in a blue moon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, leave it down below and I'll list all the products that I use in the bottom bar below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Sorry if my face is scaring y'all, but let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face, and today I'm using the CVS face primer, makeup perfecting face primer. Wow, that was a freaking tongue twist. So I'm just gonna apply that all over the face using my finger. And you guys are probably like, oh my god, she's using her fingers, but that's how I apply my primer. I know people sometimes use like a brush, but I just think it's just too much effort. Creases in my face. I'm not sure if you guys have this problem, but when I smile or I make any type of expression, my foundation does get in the creases in my right here. I don't know what these are called, but yeah, I get creases there. So what I like to do is what I like to do is I take an eyelid, an eye base primer. This is from E.L.F. It's like $3. But I just kind of stick face primer right in those crevices, so like right here, and then I just blend it out with my finger like this. Alright, now to some freaking magic. I swear to God, I look so different, you know, after I put on my foundation. Today I'm gonna be using a mix of my Loreal Infallible and 105 Natural Beige. I talked about this in my favorites video. If you guys didn't watch it, you guys are gonna watch that video. So I'm gonna mix this and then my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus in number 35. Take it on the back of my hand like this and then kind of swirl it around with my finger. Like so, just so I get my perfect foundation. And you can stick some on there, but what I've been liking lately is to just take my Morphe M40. I like to take my Morphe M439 brush, and I just like to dab it on the back of my hand with some product on it, and I just like to just stipple it onto the face first. You don't, if you want full coverage foundation, you press it into the skin. You don't, you know, whip that bitch everywhere, because that's not going to give you the maximum amount of coverage. But as you guys can see, like, look how much coverage that is. Crazy, right? Alright, so after my foundation is pretty much done, I like to conceal my, I don't really have that much of a dark circle, but I just like to brighten that area just because it makes me look more awake and put together. So today, I switch on my concealer all the time. I either go between this one or the MAC Pro Longwear, but today I'm using my Nars Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. Yes. Everybody uses custard, but custard is too dark for me. It doesn't do anything. So I'm just gonna take out the doe foot applicator, and I'm very generous under the eyes. I don't know why. It's just a habit of mine. I like a lot of concealer under the eyes, and I think for me it just makes a huge difference in the way my face looks, and I think anybody as well. I know people say to go like 2 shades darker. I go like, two shades lighter. I like a really bright under eye, so I go like 4 shades lighter. So this concealer is like almost white. This is like the second lightest one in the whole line. Okay, and then whatever I have left, I'm just going to take it on the bridge of my nose right here. Afterwards, I'm just going to take my wet Real Techniques Beauty Blender Dupe Sponge thingy. Mine's really dirty, don't mind it, but I'm just going to blend all that concealer. Alright, so after I'm done blending out all that light concealer, I like to use a darker concealer to create more a more sculpted look. You know what I mean? I want a more sculpted look, so I use a darker concealer just so my bronzers have something to adhere to, because if I just use powder, I find that throughout the day my bronzer or contour just wears off so much more quickly. Today I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Chestnut. Yeah. I'm not very precise with this. I just kind of squeeze in and I just kind of make these 2 lines right here on the side of my face. You can make people use like multiple sponges, but I just find a different place for everything. So if you guys have this sponge, I use this side to blend out my foundation, the flat side. I use the pointy side to blend out my concealer, and then for my contour I use like the area, like you see where the foundation flat top part is. I use this part of the sponge. You guys can see there's a brown line, and it works. Like, watch, it blends it out perfectly. You guys can see. Can you guys see that? I'm going to grab my Shade and Light palette today by Kat Von D. And I'm going to go over that line I just made with these two shades. So the lighter one, the lightest ashy color, and the darkest ashy color. I'm taking this nasty ass old brush. I need a new brush, but I'm just so cheap. I really don't care, and it does the job. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that, and then suck in the cheeks, and then just contour. And then for my under eye, I use a different powder just because I don't like using banana powder because I don't feel like it lines my under eye enough. So I'm gonna take my Airspun in extra translucent. Oh this shit just went flying. After I'm done placing all that powder, I let it bake. I'm going to do my brows. I don't want to film this part because I have a feeling I'm gonna mess up. But if you guys want an eyebrow tutorial later on, maybe I'll film it. But today I'm just going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Auburn and then the Maybelline Define a Brow in Medium. I'm going to do that and I'll come back. I'm having a horrible eyebrow day, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. Before I clean up my baking powders, that's so funny. I'm going to do my lips today, and yeah, so I'm going to be taking these two Rimmel lip liners. As I said in my video, my favorites video, I'm going to be taking Wild Clover and Tiramisu. I'm going to go in with Wild Clover first and just line the lips. I do overdraw my lips a little bit. And then I'm going to take Tiramisu, just the more brown color. So after I'm done lining my lips, I'm gonna take my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Stockholm. I talked about it in my favorites video again, and this is like my favorite shade to wear every day. Alright, so after I apply the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, I'm gonna start dusting off this powder and whatnot. So I'm gonna be taking my E.L.F. powder brush, complexion brush, and I'm just gonna be dusting off all of this bronzer contour so it's not as harsh, and you guys will see a huge difference. So after you're done blending out, I'm done blending out my bronzer, I'm going to take this little Sorry stippling brush that I had from years ago, and I'm just going to dust off all of the powder, and I'm just going to buff it into the skin. A little bit of my forehead, on my nose, and then under my eye. So I'm gonna go back in with my Kat Von D thingy-majiggers, and I know in the beginning I used these two in the beginning to contour the hollows of my cheeks, so I'm gonna be using the middle color as a bronzer. It's matte, so it's ideal for me, and I'm just going to dust that all over the face. Taking this little tapered brush by E.L.F. It's called the blush brush, but I would never use this for blush. It's too small because my face is humongous. Alright, so I'm going to be mixing the lightest color and then the banana shade. Tap off the excess. And then I'm just going to be placing that right under the eye to brighten it up even more. Alright, after that I'm going with my blush, and today I'm going to be using Peaches Blush by MAC with this Victoria's Secret blush brush, and then I'm just going to put on the apples of my cheeks and then bring it up towards the temples. I'm going to be applying my highlighter, and today I'm going to be using my Becca highlighter in Moonstone with my fan brush, and then just applying that to the tops of my cheekbones and blending it out. Alright, so after I do my highlight, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to apply these fake eyelashes by House of Lashes. These are the Noir Fairy. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of white eyeshadow in the inner corners, and we'll be back. Alright guys, so that was it for my everyday makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!